Hey there.
Hey-ya! Yeah. Yes, that was completely unnecessary. But it was awesome because I was gone. You couldn't see me. Alright. Welcome to Slay the Spire. So previously I recorded this on stream. I streamed Slay the Spire. But I have started a completely new name. Because you guys should see it from start to finish. And I've already done 9 essential levels with the defect, so with the point of recording that over again if I already did it? So I need to make it new, so we can do it again that way, so it's truly new. Like the sun. Praise the sun, Dark Souls. We're not playing that. Oh gosh. Well, I could play that. Depends. In the comments below, let me know if you want me to, any games you want me to play, and I'll let you know if I'll be able to play them anytime soon. But as you can see, it's very fresh. I don't even have daily climb unlocked or custom climb. We gotta go to standard. The 2 characters are locked. If you know about this game, you know that these 2 are not supposed to be locked if you've earned any amount of experience in this game. But we're gonna be starting with the Ironclad. He starts with 80 health, 99 gold. And his backstory is, the remaining soldier of the Ironclads sold his soul to harness the demonic energies. Burning blood at the end of combat. You're gonna heal 6 HP. Rejuvenating. See here, I have 5 unlocks remaining, which means I have some work to do if I'm gonna get to Ascension level 20. But this will be our first game. We can call this Ascension level 0, considering Ascension level 1 isn't unlocked yet. So, begin! I make so much work for myself. Because I'm going to have to edit so much in this video, and I know I am. Because I'm going to be making references. Drop a like on the video if you understand how unfortunate I am editing my own videos. So a little bit of gaming knowledge. You want to hit around 2 elites, which are these big guys right here. Bigums, yeah. They typically hurt. They hurt a lot. Because you see, you're this little guy walking in, and then you're just like, oh, it's a fight. And he just comes over and just like, argh, because you're never prepared for an elite. But you gotta beat him up anyway to get further in the game. So you go into the fight unprepared anyway. So, looking down the paths, we have 1 elite here, which down this path leads to a 2nd elite, which means that I do have a 2 elite path on this side, which I really want to take. Do I have a double elite here? No. No. What's really good also is that I have the choice of taking 2 elites in case the first elite kicks my ass too much. So there is 1 elite in the first level that I believe should be a 2nd level elite because he's too damn difficult. He's too damn difficult. He's too strong. Your boy's strong. He comes with damage. But shops are important too because you can buy cards and whatnot. This is a deck builder game, so you'll see as I play it. I'll be explaining the cards and effects. I'll be reading stuff off, particularly in the first first videos. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this far path here. I'm gonna avoid the shop since I have very little gold right now. You'll find that having under 100 gold is rather piss poor. But yeah, I'm gonna take this path here because the question mark rooms could be good bonuses or undeniable problems. I like to gamble. Oh, I forgot. It gives you a tutorial. Okay. Defeat enemies by playing cards from your hand. Cards require energy to play. Once you're out, end your turn. At the start of your turn, the new cards are drawn and your energy is replenished. Tutorial page 1, next. Play defensive cards to gain block. When enemies are about to attack you. There was not a period there. I should not have stopped speaking. Block reduces incoming attack damage, but wears off at the start of your next turn. Tutorial page 2 of 3. Next. During your turn, you can observe an enemy's intent above them. If an enemy's intent is on attacking you, be sure to gain some block. Nah, full force phantom. We don't block here. We don't need defense. We attack so hard. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna die if I do that. Alright, so each enemy has a special ability, or have their own special abilities typically. And this little piece of shit of a worm has this ability here called Curl Up. Upon receiving attack damage, which means when I hit him with one of these, he's gonna gain 4 block, which is beyond fucking annoying. Because, like, I could just drop 2 strikes that's 6 plus 6 right here to kill him. But no, if I drop a strike on him, he's going to gain 7 block. Which means I have to hit that first before I can get through him. So I could play these 3 blocks and kill him. But actually, that might actually be worth it now that I'm thinking about it. Because if I just double defend and then smack one of them, I'm still taking 1 damage. But because of my Raging Blood here, I'm going to heal 6. But if I kill him right now, I take 5, which is still healed by the Burning Blood. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Pretty good, pretty good. We are intelligente. Oh yes, special cards. Oh yeah, you can view your deck up here, which I didn't show you. This is the starting deck for the Ironclad. 5 strikes, an attack, and 4 defends. Now, he's punching me in my face again. A beautiful effect on this card. It's called Vulnerable. This person with Vulnerable receives 50% more damage from attacks for 2 turns because I applied 2 Vulnerable to him. 2. Which means that this strike is not dealing 6. It's dealing 9, which is perfect to double his defense and kill him. Boop. Boop boop. Ah yes, you also get potions. The skill potion. When you drink this potion, you choose one of 3 random skill cards. You add them to your hand, and it costs 0, which is really nice when you don't have a lot of mana to start with, because you start with 3, and everything in your deck costs 1, typically, for the start, I think. Because the Silent definitely, yeah, the Silent, everything, in the Ironclad's deck, you have a card that starts out with 2 mana cost. Yeah. Ooh, got it. Alright, so these are our current card pickups. You get a card pickup after every fight, which is really nice if you want to have a good deck, a good strong deck. So, gain 2 strength. It just makes your attack card stronger. Oh, well, there you go. Strength adds additional damage to attacks. Headbutt, you can put a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. And Perfected Strike deals 6 damage, deals 6 damage and then an additional 2 damage for all cards containing strike. That are these 5 cards right now. So it deals an additional 10 damage. So that's 2 mana for 16 damage, which is more than a strike right now, which is really good. Headbutt is 9 damage, but it also stacks the top of my deck. Let's see, what else is here? I think we're going to go for the strikes. There are multiple deck archetypes. Like, you can go specifically for just generically good cards, or there are specifically deck types. Like, one of them here is the Perfected Strike. You focus on getting the different kinds of strike cards, and you win. So, let's see. What is he going to do first? He's going to hit me for 11. I'm going to double strike and defend, because I could have defended for all of it, but I have this passive, or this relic. Relics are very important things. You get them over the course of fighting stuff, and they're helpful. It's like having an artifact or an item in math. Yeah. I'm going to stop relating things to a game I don't know about. I was going to talk about Magic. I don't know much. But I'm going to heal 6 at the end of combat so I could take up to 6 damage safely. You're definitely going to be taking damage a lot because these people hurt, man. People really hurt. So I'm going to bash there. This is moving really slow. What's going on? Ah, fast mode. That's why. Boop. That thing should be moving quicker now. Nope, it's not. Oh, this is where Vulnerable is really going to play in handy, because now instead of 18, boom, 27. Bam. Wazam. Oh yeah. Oh, this is another strike card, which is really good. It's a pommel strike. You deal 9 damage, and you draw 1 card. One of them. Only one cat. This is Boomerang and Armaments. Now, in the reward screen, it doesn't give you, like, specifically 3 cards from 3 different archetypes. It just gives you 3 random cards, typically common. It's like opening a card pack and something. Like, you just get some stuff. But also, you can inspect the cards to see what they would look like upgraded. Each card has an upgraded version, which you can upgrade at rest sites or different events that happen. And they're very good, but I like Armaments instead of Pommel Strike. Even though the Pommel Strike will make this Perfected Strike deal an additional 2 damage, Armaments, when upgraded, it upgrades all cards in my hand for the rest of the combat. So that means, like, I upgrade this, and every time I've played it, that one upgrade gets an additional upgrade for each card it upgraded. So it's, like, really good value. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to have to transition because right now the fast mode isn't on, and that's going to make this video take like an hour. So, transition time. Woo! Woo! Alright, here we go. So, yeah. What path to take? I did say I wanted to go up this path because I want the 2 elites, and I was going to avoid the shop. Ooh, alright, here's the events you can get in the question mark rooms. A strange blue humanoid with a golden helm, question mark, approaches you with a huge smile. Hello, friend. I am a cleric. Are you interested in my services? The creature shouts loudly. Oh, my apologies. Hello, friend. I am a cleric. Are you interested in my services? You know, you gotta... There's an exclamation point right there. I gotta be loud. So I could heal for 20 HP for my gold here, or I could remove a card from my deck. I don't need to do any of these things right now. So I'm just gonna leave them. Just gonna leave them alone. The reason you want to remove cards from your deck is like you can get curses or stuff that get thrown into your deck through events or through certain fights. Also, strikes aren't that strong, so you kind of want to get those replaced. Unless you have this card. This character is quite annoying for the first floor as well. So I'm going to double strike him and hit a defense. End turn. Alright, so as you can see, he's only dealing 6 damage. That's his base attack. Not that scary. Ritual 3. At the end of this turn, he's going to gain 3 strength. That doesn't go away. So he's going to get real big real quick. So, I'm going to go ahead and Armaments. I'm going to upgrade this Bash. Now it's put on 3 vulnerables, so he'll take a lot more damage a lot faster. Oh, perfect. Right on time. Bing! Woo! This is another card with Strike, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm probably going to pick it, but we have other options to look at. So, Power Through, add 2 wounds to your hand and gain 15 block. Fantastic defensive card. Clogs up your deck with stuff you don't want. A wound is an unplayable status card. It means that you can't play it, of course, and it literally has no effect text. It's just there to be in the way. But I'm going to pick this Strike, so our Perfected Strike deals an additional 2 damage. I'm not going to hit this other question mark room because I like gambling. Ooh! I get 2 free upgrades for 16 HP, so I'm going to take that. I hurt a lot, but I hit the Armaments. And so with that, I essentially just upgraded every card in my deck, which is fantastic. Now I can hit this guy. This guy is a bit of annoying. So I'm going to go ahead, as you can see, I played my Armaments there. Now every card in my hand is upgraded. The defense used to do 5, now they do. Now they used to gain 5 block, now they gain 8. Well, this one in particular. And this Strike deals 9, this Strike deals 9, and this Perfected Strike got a lot stronger. Instead of dealing an additional 2 damage for each strike in my deck, now it deals 3, which is really nice. Its effect also counts itself, which is really strong. So it does make it quite the beefy to just, you know, give a good oomph with, just to oomph, headbutt him, cut him up. Now he's hurting me. He's dealing 18. As you can see, the block you start out with in the deck is just not very strong. I have the Bash into the Defend now. I'm not stopping a lot of damage, so I'm going to drink this skill pot. Ooh. Alright, I like these. I'm gonna pick Disarm. The exhaust effect means that it is removed from my deck until the end of combat, unless I have a card that can get it from exhaust. So since this one has exhaust, after I play this card, I won't be able to play it again for the rest of this combat. Not specifically cards with this name, just this specific card. So enemy loses 2 strength. But boom! Now every attack he's doing has -2 damage to it, so it's a really good card for long fights, such as elite fights. But now I have my Perfected Strike, which is dealing 40 damage. Super good. And now this Twin Strike, which deals 7 damage twice, deals 14 damage. And this strike deals 13 damage. And this basic strike deals only 9. So we're going to do the Twin Strike. And he's very close to dead now, which is good because I'm losing a lot of health. Twin Strike is great. Do I even have the damage to kill him? 8. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah. Whee! 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 Yay! I did it without taking extra damage. Ooh, this is, after elite fights, you're guaranteed a relic. So that's why they're very important, getting 2 relics per floor. There's about 3 floors. So, Toxic Egg, whenever you add a skill to your deck, upgrade it. This relic is fantastic to get early, because now every card that I add to my deck that is labeled skill, because there's skills, attacks, and power cards, it's already upgraded, and I don't have to upgrade it, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Right here is the tip. You can't see it because of my face. Let's see here. So any skill is upgraded. True Grit, when upgraded, I can exhaust any card in my hand. This is really good for enemies that put statuses in your hand and stuff. So I'm just probably gonna end up picking that. Carnage is Ethereal, deal 20 damage. I already have a 2 that already deals more than 20. So that's good. I mean, that's not that necessary. Pummel has exhaust, so it's not that strong. Also, I don't have strength gainers, so the fact that it deals 2 damage 4 times doesn't matter for me. So I do need a defensive card that helps me clean up my deck, which means I'll be taking the True Grit. And it's already upgraded. As you can see, it wasn't upgraded on that screen, but it's upgraded in my deck. Proceed. Question marks. Yeah. In question mark rooms, you can kind of get screwed, because things like this can happen. So I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade and bash that guy. What's good about the upgrade card, the armaments, is it still gives me block, which means that I won't take a massive amount of damage after doing it. The reason I attacked this fungi beast, the one that wasn't attacking me, was because I've played a little bit of the game before, and I know that they tend to attack and then buff, and then attack and then buff. So when they die, he applies too vulnerable to me. So that means if I had killed this one, this guy who's already buffed his damage was going to just beat the hell out of me, and it was going to hurt a lot. But now I get to kill him for essentially free and then start hitting this guy. Now I still have my vulnerable when he comes up, but I am much better equipped to deal with it because it's not 2 people attacking, it's just 1. The first few videos I make of a character or the game itself is just going to be mostly explanation, but I'll get better commentary as time goes on because, you know, I'll run out of things to explain and I'll have to start being funny again. Let's see here. Pummel, Body Slam, Sever Soul. So we have 3 attack cards, so the Toxic Egg is not going to go off here. But let's look at this. Sever Soul, not a lot of damage for exhausting all essentially status cards or defense cards, unfortunately. So I don't like that too much. This Body Slam is good if I have a heavily defensive turn, because when I upgrade it, it's cost 0, so that means I can just defend up and then hit him really hard. Pummel is okay if I have strength stackers, but I don't have strength stackers right now. So I'm going to take the Body Slam, and I intend to upgrade it later. We're going to hit another question mark here. Ooh, shop. Alright. Speaking of strength stacker, that's really good. But, at the same time, oh yeah, in the shop there's always the card removal service, which means I can start getting rid of things that I don't need in my deck. So I'm going to look here, and I have 180 gold. From the shop you can also buy relics. There are relics that are only available in the shop, but I typically don't buy those because they're not always that good. But in this case, yeah, these aren't that good. But we do have another Perfected Strike here, So that'll increase our damage by a lot having that in the deck. So bloop. And this flex is literally free damage. It's 0 mana to gain 4 strength, and I lose it at the end of the turn. But it essentially means for every attack you do that turn, deal 4 damage, which is pretty good value game. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase that. But now that that's been purchased, I don't really have the money to buy anything else. I could buy a potion, but I don't need to. And I could remove something, but I kind of want my strikes in my deck right now because of Perfected Strike. So I'm gonna leave it be. And now we have a chest, which gives me another relic. Ooh, cool. Upon pickup, it raised my max HP by a lot. Boop, a whole 14. Really nice, really, really nice. We want to fight off this elite, so let's go up here. This is another question mark room with more events. So you enter a corridor full of hypnotizing colored mushrooms. Due to your lack of specialization in mycology, you're unable to identify the specimens. You want to escape, but feel oddly compelled to eat a mushroom. I've already seen this event, and so I know what happens. If I eat this, I heal, which is nice. I can go up to max health, but at rest sites, I can choose to upgrade or heal. So I still have a guaranteed heal there. But when I stomp and anger the mushrooms in this event, if there's going to start a fight, if I win this fight, I get a special relic, which is actually going to help me significantly throughout the tower. So I'm going to go for it, and starting out with 2 Perfected Strikes in hand kind of blows. I'm going to harm him and defend. If I didn't start out with 2 Perfected Strikes there, I could have did a little bit better. Ooh, armaments, nice. Now my Body Slam is free, so I just use it to pop him off. And he's already buffed, which I don't like. So I'm going to start hitting this guy, because he should buff next turn. He should. He doesn't always, but yeah, there you go. Alright, unfortunately I have no damage cards. So I'm just going to defend a lot. Oh, also, no matter how much you block, at the start of your turn, it does go away. Boop. That's good to kill him. Awesome. But at the start of your turn, it does go away. So I could block for like 400. Start of my turn, back at 0. There are certain cards that are and/or relics that allow you to keep armor, but don't have those right now. And a perfect time for Flex to come into play is it double buffs this, because it takes that strength and then it multiplies it by 2 because it deals the damage twice. So we're just going to use it to murder that guy. And here's that relic that's really going to help me. When vulnerable, I take 25% attack damage rather than 50%. So the status is that you can inflict on minions. You can also get inflicted upon yourself by the minions or by the enemies. So taking less damage is always important. We have a potion here that says gain 3 thorns. Does it explain what the thorns are? Yes. When receiving attack damage, it deals damage back. Since I would have 3 thorns, it'll deal 3 damage to people. Or 3 damage to the attacking creature. We have some stuff here. Weak is an important one, actually. Weakened creatures deal 25% less damage with attacks. So when you apply 2 weak, it means for the next 2 turns, they'll be weak. I could get another True Grit. It's already upgraded, so it means that the Toxic Egg doesn't really help here. But, let's see. If I go Clothesline, I can set up... I already got these 2 mana, so I don't really need big 2 mana cards. So I'm going to take the True Grit for the good defense. Which could screw me over if we end up fighting the Goblin. Which really sucks. Ooh, this is a good turn. This is why upgraded Body Slam is really good, because now I can just kill him. And I'm going to pop both of... Oop, nope, I have no energy. Okay, so I've popped his defense, so he can't really hurt me anymore. He was the first target because he was buffing. See, because now he does more damage. So we're just going to... He's gone, defend, and then Twin Strike him. Doing very, very well here. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Just gain an extra 4 power to overkill him hard for no reason. Just because worms need to die. Fuck that worm. Here we go. Here's some AoE cards. There are attacks that deal damage to everybody that you're fighting, which are really important for certain enemies. Speaking of which, I'm going to go back to this map and look up here. No, he is not the boss. You can tell what boss is coming up based upon its emblem. There are like 3 per floor, I believe. So yeah, that's pretty neat. And Got the Goblin Mob. It was a nice run. Okay, this is the ender of runs, folks. Nice to meet him. His name is Goblin Mob, and he's going to shove that big bony thing up my ass. So, strike, strike, strike. I cannot defend. I'm going to actually drink this potion for these thorns, because I need every bit of damage I can for this fella. Like, it really sucks. Okay, the reason it sucks is because I cannot defend, or I make him stronger. Actually, I can't use skills or I make him stronger. Watch this. Now he's dealing 2 more damage, and that's permanent, which is the ultimate sadness. So I'm going to Twin Strike here, and then get rid of this so I can take a little bit less damage, but it overall is dealing more to me. Yeah, we're just going to toss that in there and a cleave. He's getting close to dead, but he's dealing a lot of damage to me. That's why he's the ender of runs. He really hurts. But we get a relic. Start each combat with 4 plated armor. Really good. It's not going to explain what plated armor is, but I'll tell you what plated armor is. At the end of your turn, you gain 4 block, which means that you're going to have that for that next attack that you would take, which is really nice. Ooh, okay, so you can see all the tiers of rarity here, actually. So this one is common, as you can see from its gray border. This one here is a rare, because of, or it's an uncommon, because of its blue border. And this is a rare, because of its gold border. But I have a deck of full commons right now. I didn't pick up any. Fiendfire. It exhausts all cards in my hand, and I deal 7 damage for each exhausted card, which means that I won't be able to play those cards anymore, but I'll have a big strong turn. What I'm going to choose is an upgraded armaments in this case, because it equates to more upgrades over time, and I would have to spend an upgrade on Fiendfire to make it deal more damage. So we're going to that. Cool, perfected strike is good. Ooh, but I'm taking damage. Oh wait, no, I won't, because I'll be healing out of it with my plated armor that I have now. So I'm going to deal that damage, and I'm going to defend. So I'm taking 3 damage here, which is easily healed if I get another. I did not get another perfected strike. Welcome to sadness. I'm going to defend up here, and then hit him with a strike, because I don't want to take any unnecessary damage now. I've already taken more than I want to, and then the cleave into Twin Strike to kill him off. Ooh, this potion gives me 4 more plated armor. Plated armor does stack, so I can have like 18 plated armor and not have to defend that turn because I had so much plated armor. I know I've been talking about how good armaments is with the fact that it, upgrades everything, but that's another strike, which means that we increase our dex damage by not only 10 from its own self, but an additional 4 for both of my perfected strikes. So I'm picking that. Okay, so in this fight, they do have multiple enemy fights, but unfortunately we have this guy. Because of the cultist, he gets so big so quickly, I'm going to have to focus him. Which is really good that I have this AoE, because it also deals damage to him, and I get to hit him. I'm taking 8 damage off the bat. I can choose not to, which I think I will, to help prep myself for my ultimate, or for the final boss. So with that plated armor, I now gain 8, and I don't have to worry about him. Alright, cool. Flex is helpful as hell here. Armaments into Bash. Oh, he's so close to dead. Okay, I'm still not taking any damage, which is good, because he's too busy trying to debuff me, which... Yes, you can see what they're doing, but they can't tell you exactly what they're doing. You just know whether they're buffing, attacking, or defending. So I don't want to use Twin Strikes on him, because it'd be wasting a lot of damage. It's 14 to 6, which is not good, but I could do 9 to 6, which is only losing 3 in comparison to like 8. So boop, and then we... Ooh, actually, Armaments. It's a beautiful card. Now these cards are upgraded. I'm dealing 14 now. Nice. Oh, righty then. Oh, and the perfected strike to kill him. Awesome. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see. Having skills is nice. Here's a power card. I don't know if I've explained those yet, but once you play a power card, its effects are there for the rest of the game, or for the rest of that battle. This one is whenever a card is exhausted, gain 3 block. If I picked up that Fiendfire, that'd be a really strong turn. Meaning I could deal a bunch of damage and then gain a lot of defense. But since I don't have a lot of exhausting cards, well, I have 2. I have True Grit the exhaust cards. That would make my True Grits each. It would increase my deck's defense rate by 3 block per usage of grit. So it increased my deck's overall defense by 6. Rage does the exact same thing, but it's per turn, and it gives me 5 block per attack that I play. Not specifically card exhausted. So that's pretty good as well. But Flame Barrier I think would be the most, because with the Rage I only have 3 mana, which means the max amount of attacks I can play right now are 3. So I would only gain 15 block. But with Flame Barrier I can gain 16 block for 2 mana, and I will deal 6 damage for each time I'm attacked, which is like having Thorns, but it's only temporary. But thinking about it now, that's not a bad payoff for the Rage. Well, if I'm dealing... Flame Barrier. Flame Barrier. We need the defensive cards. And now, I can choose to rest or smith. If I rest, I'll heal for 28, which will put me to nearly maximum. But I want a smith. I want to upgrade cards. Why? Because I want to upgrade this Perfected Strike. Look at that. Deals 3 damage for all of my cards containing Strike, which means that that's going to be significantly stronger. So I'm just going to go all in on that Strike. We're going Perfected Strikes, deck full of strikes build. Let's go! Alright, this is one of the final bosses. His name, the Guardian. This man's is actually pretty strong. Having the armaments first turn to start upgrading things is really nice. So, boop, upgraded, and we're going to put some vulnerability on him. So, he gained 9 block, and now he's dealing 32 whole damage. This is why I put the vulnerability on him, because he hits really hard, but you can interrupt this boss, which is important. As you can see here, it says mode shift, right? Oh, you can't see. I'm gonna point to it, but you can't see me pointing. But mode shift. After receiving 20 damage, it changes into a defensive mode, which means it's not going to attack me with such high attacks. It's gonna focus mainly on defense and have a defensive. It's gonna give itself thorns. But yeah, he needs to stop hurting me. So boop. He gets hurt. Now, I can't really hit beyond his shield, so there's no point to me spending the mana to do anything. There's no point to doing anything else on this turn. Perfected Strike is back, but as you can see there, he has Sharp Hide. Whenever I play an attack, I take 3 damage, which means if I play this Perfected Strike, I'm going to take 3, and then his 9 as well. Well, I'll take 3 damage, and when I enter my turn, I'm still going to take his 9. So I really have to focus on defense here. So I'm going to defend up. Now I can take this 3 damage because I have this plated armor, and I've already guarded up for what he's going to do. So, boop. Alright, cool. So he's going to switch back into aggressive mode, which means that he's going to switch back into aggressive mode when he goes here, when it's that buff. And he's going to deal 16 damage, which I really don't want to take, but we picked up a beautiful card. Boom. Oh, well, play it. Now watch this. I have that Flame Barrier, which means that he's going to take 12 damage now because he wants to hit me. And I'm going to play the Flex just because. He's going to go for to hit me, and he takes some damage because this fool thinks he could fight me. So he now intends to deal 20, which hurts. But I'm going to bash him and then True Grit to get rid of this Body Slam. Since it doesn't cost 0, it's not very strong right now. But when I can upgrade it, oof, it's going to be muy fantastic. Alright. He's defending this turn, so this is a perfect time for me to beat the hell out of him. Gonna upgrade it, so now it deals 49 damage. Damage. Choking to death. Alright, so I have no defense cards. Oh boy. We're taking damage this turn, folks, so time to deal as much damage as possible. Gain all that. Deal a strong 55. And then a strong 26. And then he's going to peck me for his menial 9. This is where he hurts me again, but karma's a bitch. And death is her sister. You will take this damage for touching me. You will not get my boot. My boot's too strong. This was supposed to be a flex, but I'm actually now stretching, and my body is extending. Oh! Okay. So we have the flex returning, so boom. And then you just a little bit of a twin strike. Defend. Take less damage. Don't want to die. But after each boss fight, you go to max health. So how much damage I take in this boss fight doesn't matter as long as I win. So just, you know, boop, he's gone. Bye-bye. Alright, I picked up my gold. I picked up my 12 block potion. And this card is great. I will explain to you this card. This turn, the next 2 attacks you play are played twice, which means I only have 1 strike in my deck and 1 cleave, but I could play this double tap. Well, I have 2 twin strikes, but I could play the cleave after playing this double tap, and it's not going to deal 8 damage. It's going to deal a strong 16 to everybody. Oh god. I'm becoming a meme. Conspiracy. Okay. So yeah, so that's really good. And it's also for 2, so I could be like, cool, I want 2 strikes and 2 cleaves. Dunzo. Fiendfire is good for big single target damage, and Brutality is good if I need the card draw, but I don't want to lose the HP for it. I don't need it in my life. I just don't. So yeah, I'm going to go with the double tap, especially since it comes upgraded. And now we get a boss relic. So let's see what we got here. Snecko Eye. At the start of your turn, draw 2 cards and start each combat. Confused. Whenever you draw a card, randomize its cost. The cost randomization is from 0 to 3, which means that I could either have this card cost 0, 1, 2, or 3. Being confused only really works with big costed cards. So my Perfected Strikes and my Flame Barriers could easily be reduced in cost because the odds are increased that it hits a cost that it doesn't start at. But considering most of my deck is of 1 mana cost cards, I don't want the Snecko Eye. Whenever you lose HP, draw 1 card. That's really neat and all, but your goal is to not lose health, so drawing a card for losing health isn't all that impactful because that means that you're basing your gameplay off of something that's a detriment to you. Sorry, my face is going to become much lighter, unfortunately, or much darker because it's getting darker outside, and that's my natural light to make my face look beautiful. But yeah, that's going away because God doesn't love me. So this last relic we have here, gain a mana at the start of your turn, which means I'll start with 4 mana, and all of my enemies start with an additional strength. That really hurts, but with an additional mana, I can probably kill them. And considering mana is one of the most important things because you need it to take your turn, I'm going to choose the mana over these other 2 not so strong. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you liked, please make sure to leave a like on the video, and if you want to stick around for more, please make sure to subscribe. And if you want to hear about when I'm posting things, there's a little bell icon you can push. Yeah! Also, if you'd like to support me in my addiction to providing you entertainment, I will put a link in the description to my Patreon, where you can become a $1 a month subscriber, as I like to call them, e-agents. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.